Hey, welcome my YouTube family. Welcome to Best Kept Credit Secrets. Hey, today we're going to talk about how you can come out of this coronavirus pandemic in a better financial situation than going in. Intro, please. Hey, all right, so we're going to have some important information that we're going to be giving out today, YouTube family. So, the first thing we want to do, please subscribe to the channel. Please hit the bell for notifications so you get these powerful videos that I'm going to be putting out. So, the first thing we want to talk about in today's video is strategies. How do we come out of this pandemic in a better situation than going in financially? Financially. It's a terrible time. It's serious out there with this coronavirus. Out here in California, mandatory shelter in place. So what can we do? The main thing that I want to put out there is that credit is very important, and we need to make sure we do everything that we can to maintain our positive credit during this time. We do not want to let this be a scratch on our credit report because we didn't have information or didn't know what to do or didn't apply the information that we had. So this class is just a few little tips just to open up your eyes on some things that you can do. Because of this, so many people out of work, the unemployment, people unemployed is just so vast. Over 6 million. It's just time for us to really pay attention to what's going on and make sure we putting ourselves. The financial industry is really lax right now. They understand the stress that's on the American economy, the stress that's on the American people. We were doing really well on the economy, so they also are being a lot lenient to understanding what we're going through, and they want to make sure they can make it as easy as possible. So we're going to talk about a few little strategies that you could do to help yourself. This video is really mainly for people that are essential workers. They haven't really lost a great big amount of income. So how do we come out of this? Take the advantages of this corona pandemic and use it to our advantage. And that's what we want to talk about today. So the first thing we want to talk about is student loans. We want to talk about the CARES Act that was enacted March 13, 2020. We want to talk about the positive. That was a positive thing. So for student loans, all student loans, federal student loans, forgiveness programs, those student loans have been halted, basically put in deferment all the way up until September 30th. Right now, up until September 30th. This is automatic. You really shouldn't have to do anything. You should be receiving emails explaining to you what the process was. So you don't have to do anything. They should automatically stop. They should automatically stop charging you interest on those student loans. Why that's such a big thing? Now, I mean, you could have a student loan for $300, $200, $400, $500. That is money back into your pockets for 6 months. I'll tell all my clients, take that money and apply it to your credit card debt. Pay down your credit cards. Get that stuff paid off. Even if you're on a student loan forgiveness program, I think they're charging a small fee just for a fee for the processing fee for them getting that loan and what they have to charge to maintain that loan. I know my wife is in a student loan forgiveness program, and hers is they're going to charge her approximately $49 a month. and then the rest of that, the student loan is going to be halted. So now we could take that money and apply that money somewhere else, pay off a installment loan, pay off credit cards, whatever it is. The main thing is we want to use that money to come out of this situation, this pandemic, in a better situation. So that is definitely something that you want to look at. Another positive thing about, if you was in default of your student loans, they are halting all collection activities. So now you have 6 months. You have 6 months to try to figure out. Okay, I know I defaulted on this loan. How do I put myself in a better situation to take care of these student loans? Can I pay these student loans off? Can I pay off some other debt? Can I pay off a credit card to pay off a student loan? I mean, you have to use something to try to get out of this default of your student loans. You don't want it to continue to damage your credit report, right? But the positive thing is they're going to be halting our collection activities. So that's one area that could help you put money back into your pocket, where you can reallocate that money somewhere else to handle some other credit card debt. That can improve your credit score and improve your credit. The next thing we want to talk about, for people that have a mortgage, have you talked to your mortgage company? See if they'll move mortgages to the rear without any penalties on interest, anything that will be negative reported on your credit report. So say you have a mortgage that is $3,000 and your bank said, yes, we understand through this current, we'll move 3 of your payments. So now you say your student loans was $400. So right now you had a $3,000 mortgage payment, $400. You just moved $3,400 back into your pocket each month, that you could be applying that to credit cards, installment loans. You could be applying that to any kind of debt that you may have to pay off that debt. So just imagine you have a $2,500 mortgage payment, you have a $500 student loan, and then you say, you know what, I'm gonna call my the auto people for my loan and see if they'll move 3 payments back. And say your car payment is $500. You successfully move $4,000 a month back into your pocket to apply somewhere else. That's powerful. It's not going to damage your credit report. It's somewhere where you can really knock down credit card debt and come out of it. You can always go back and make principal only payments on your mortgage, on your car notes, student loans. Take that money, save that money. Make sure that you use that money in a positive way. So the main thing is you want to do is understand that you got an opportunity to pay off debt in this horrible time of this pandemic, this corona pandemic. So look at what you possibly can do positive during these times to come out of this situation in a better situation. For me, I'm always about strategies. How do I strategize myself and put myself in a better situation? That is what is important. So let's talk about collection companies. Now, collection companies are halting collection activities. They're not going after you, trying to get you to pay on debt. Now, so they're really hurting at this time. They're not collecting any debt. They're not getting any money unless somebody had already set up payment arrangements, but they're not getting any new debt from anybody, right? So this is an opportunity to try to go after them at the point where you can make better settlement offers. I tell all clients, I don't believe in calling collection companies and making a settlement offer. I believe in sending them, creating your own terms and conditions, writing a personal check, write the terms and conditions on the back of that check, and let them know part of the terms and conditions for cashing this check is that you remove it from my credit report, right? So say you owe a Sprint bill for $400, write them a letter with your terms and conditions, write them a check for $200, send it to them and see if they cash it. For deposit only. You tell them for deposit only. No ACH. And if they cash that check, when you written the terms and conditions on the back of that check, they will have to remove it from your credit report. Powerful strategy that I use with quite a few of my clients on that. Nothing deceptive. You write them a letter, you staple the check to the letter, you write that same information on the back of the check. So if they cash it, they cash that check, they agree to your terms and your conditions. If they didn't pay attention to the letter and blew it to the side like it wasn't important, and they cash that check, oh well, y'all just made a mistake, because y'all gonna remove that off my credit report because you legally agreed to my contract, my terms, and legally entered into an agreement. I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but when somebody writes terms and conditions, you have the opportunity to agree to it or not agree to those terms and conditions and return the check. So that's what's positive. That's what's positive. So that's another area that you want to do that's positive, that may help you come out of this situation a lot better, right? I'm just digging for information on, okay, how do we come out of this in a better financial situation than going in? And that's my job, to dig. So, hey, look at all that. Look at those different things. Look at student loans. Make sure that they're not taking any student loans out of your pay, or you're paying your student loans. If you don't have automatic payments, make sure you do that. Make sure you talk to your mortgage company. See if you can get some payments moved. Talk to your car loan. See if you get some mortgage moved. But doing that, it's not just to go out and buy a bunch of stuff you need. It's to go out and reduce your debt. Reduce your credit card debt. If you reduce your credit card debt in 1 month, look at your installment loans. Get those installment loans off your back. Put that money back into your pocket. So definitely take the time to see what you can do to improve your financial situations through this pandemic. That's really important. I'm definitely going to have a class on just a credit report, how to read a credit report, how to put together a dispute letter, and go through that process. That's another class I'm getting ready to go. I want to start flooding y'all with information, positive, good information. We're going to also be talking about, should we be investing in the stock market? Stocks are down, should we be investing? We're going to talk about that. So continue to watch. Please subscribe to the channel. This is the best kept credit secrets. All types of strategies you don't really hear about that they keep secret. This is free information I'm giving you. I promise you I'm giving you some positive free information. So make sure you take the time, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you watching, and we out.